The hardest part is y'all ain't kept me up informed of nothing at all. You ain't knocked on my door. I found out at 6:30. I get a phone call saying that she was stabbed. My son said I'll go up there and check because I was at work. And he texted me and said that she didn't make it. Friday, I went to the police station and I wanted to know what's going on. How come no one's knocked on my door? No police, nobody's contacted me. I don't know, no, I don't even know where my baby at. I ain't seen her since this all happened. She just had the little girl, so she was very thrilled about that. She been wanting a girl.
29-year-old Devonna Walker was a devoted mother who enjoyed both having fun and spending time with her kids. Devonna lived in a neighborhood where her neighbors harassed her. Before being killed by Shane Teslik, a man she had numerous disputes with, she felt insecure in her own house for a number of weeks. Before we begin this video, we would like to express our deepest sympathies to the family and friends who were severely affected by this horrible crime. We would also like to send condolences to Devonna's family and friends. Today's case takes us to Marion. Marion is a city located in Lynn County, Iowa. The city has a population of around 40,000 residents. Marion is situated in eastern Iowa, near the Cedar River, and is part of the Cedar Rapids metropolitan area. Iowa ranks first in beef, pork, corn, soybean, and grain production. One Iowa family farm grows enough food and fiber to feed 279 people. The cost of living in Iowa is 5% lower than the national average.
I really dislike some people in Iowa. Like how I feel right now, I got the boxing gloves. Let's do it. I got a big ass backyard. Let's do it. Anybody at this point right now.
On February 12, 1994, Devonna Walker was born. She was regarded as a cherished mother, sister, friend, and daughter by her family and friends. Her 3 children, 2 boys and 1 girl, are 14 years old, 7 years old, and 3 months old. Her life had turned around, and she was a recent convert to religion. Devonna was practical and honest. Being with her children was Devonna's greatest pleasure. They were everything to her.
Who did that? I did. Yep.
It's called Robin Railroad. It's called the Turtle.
Because of her race, Devonna's neighbors would harass her in her neighborhood, and for a few weeks at least, she didn't feel safe in her own house. She had received threats and derogatory remarks from a neighbor. Devonna had gotten into fights in the past with her neighbors, a white couple who said they also wanted her dead. Walker was with her mother on December 21st when her male neighbor's pit bulls attacked them and used derogatory language. Shane Teslik lives next door to Devonna Walker. It is stated that during a dispute on December 19, 2022, Walker assaulted Teslik's partner, who was married to Teslik. Following Devonna's assault on him and his wife in December, Shane said he'd kill her if she approached his home or family. In that exchange, Teslik used the same racial slur to refer to Walker. Due to her lack of desire to be at home and her sense of insecurity, Devonna opted to stay at a hotel with a friend during the final week of December 2022. On January 2, 2023, a man unlocked an apartment's front door and said, "Please just get inside," as Walker, wearing a red shirt, looked to be fighting with a white woman wearing a black sweater. With her dog leashed on the front lawn, the woman in the black sweatshirt continued to rant at Walker, ignoring the man. The woman exclaimed that Devonna had to leave because no one wanted her around there after Devonna answered her with an inaudible comment. The woman was then shoved down in front of the entryway by Walker. Walker was then instantly stabbed by the man. After the stab, the woman's dog jumped up at her, and she fell to the grass, accusing Walker in a sarcastic tone of fabricating her wounds. According to reports, the woman claimed that Walker was being foolish, leaving her alone, and acting as though the dog was attacking her. It took onlookers a few minutes to understand that Devonna had been stabbed and was bleeding. Walker was found on the ground with a stab wound when Caddo Rapids police officers got at the scene at 6:44 p.m., or roughly 6 minutes after she had slumped. After giving her CPR and taking her to the hospital, they declared her dead. The police took the man and woman into custody, but they were eventually released. A Cedar Rapids man has been charged by prosecutors for allegedly fatally stabbing a black mother of 3 during a furious altercation that was captured on a now viral video. Following his arrest, Shane Teslik, 37, was accused of disorderly conduct and willful manslaughter, a Class C felony. A minimum $13,000 fine and a possible 10-year jail sentence are associated with voluntary manslaughter.
Nearly 2 months after a woman stabbed to death in northeast Cedar Rapids.
The investigation prompted local activists to demand an arrest in the case. The stabbing on January 2nd killed 29-year-old Devonna Walker at her apartment complex. Now this man, 37-year-old Shane Teslik, is charged with voluntary manslaughter and disorderly conduct. A week after the stabbing, TV9 received a video that showed what happened. It shows Walker, the man police say is Teslik, and another woman shouting at each other in a doorway. At one point, it appears to show Teslik shouting a racial slur at Devonna Walker. Walker ultimately runs up behind the other woman involved, which is when she's stabbed. KCRG TV9's Molly Swain spoke to Linn County Attorney Nick Maybanks after he announced the charges. She joins us now live at the county courthouse. Molly?
That's right. There has been a lot of public scrutiny in this case. Protesters called Devonna Walker's killing an act of racism, and they questioned why no one was arrested the night of the incident. But Linn County Attorney Nick Maybanks has said he's used to public scrutiny and that it did not affect the decision to charge Teslik. He did, however, say there are many facts in this case that make it different from other ones. Iowa's Stand Your Ground law was a prominent part of the investigation, saying that the video showed Walker was a, quote, voluntary participant in the altercation, and that she was the one who initiated physical contact. Maybanks said the voluntary manslaughter charge was for incidents that would be murder, except they were done with extenuating circumstances and under a, quote, sudden irresistible passion. It was a complicated case, but again, Maybanks emphasized it was handled no differently than any other.
I absolutely push back on any notion that this case was treated differently based upon the race of the individuals involved. I'm no stranger to public pressure. I've been doing this for 23 years, and one thing I've learned is that you don't make decisions based on public pressure, and you certainly don't make decisions based on a demand for an arrest. That's not how this process works. I respect the right of the protesters to protest and to express their grievances with the criminal justice system. However, none of that played any role in this decision.
Teslik is in custody in Clay County. He'll be transported in the next few days to appear in a Linn County courtroom. Once he appears, there'll be a decision on whether he'll face bond or how much that will be. In Cedar Rapids, Molly Swain, KCRG TV9 News.
May the family of Devonna Walker find the fortitude to get through this trying time. If you would like to stay updated with this type of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the following video.